Today I'm going to be talking more about autism. Discretion is advised, however, as today's video is going to contain some strong language. For a more family-friendly equivalent, check out the collaboration I recently did with my good friend Marley for her podcast, Slightly Average Day. The link to that will be in the description. As you all know, or at least I hope you all know by now, I'm autistic. For me, this mainly affects my communication skills. Like other autistic individuals, I have some sensory issues too, but those most often flare up when I'm already in a shitty mood. When I get annoyed or frustrated, I'm always on the verge of losing it to the point where it's a next to uncontrollable whirlwind. This is not a tantrum. It's a meltdown which has to run its course. I also have some OCD issues, and I don't feel like my range of interests is the broadest out there. Contrary to what it seems, a lot of autistic individuals can and do understand figurative language very well. I am one of them. Let me get back to you guys on Autism Speaks. Ah yes, the hate group who acts like autism is a disease that needs to be cured. I've said this before and I'm not going to stop saying it. No, it fucking isn't. Unless you have autism yourself, chances are you know jack shit what's coming out of your mouth. It is a neurological difference that we're born with, and we will have it when we die. Maybe we'll have it in the afterlife. Autism shapes who we are in more ways than one. Does it make any sense to want to cure that? What Autism Speaks does in terms of advertising is fear-mongering, and no one who runs it is actually autistic. But wait, there's more. They even support eugenics even though they claim they don't. What's eugenics, you may ask? That's testing done on an unborn child to see if they have a disease or disability, and the parents are left to decide if they want to abort the child based on that. I'm pro-choice by all means, but bitch, this is not the kind of abortion we need. You haven't forgotten about music, have you? Sia obviously did her background research through Autism Speaks. I refuse to watch that movie. We're never going to forgive or forget it. Maddie Ziegler is not autistic either. If you're going to have an autistic character, the fucking actor has to be autistic. So don't light it up blue. Don't use the puzzle piece. Instead, learn to understand us by supporting an organization run by autistics for autistics, like the Autistic Self-Advocacy Network. Another thing, use the term autism acceptance, not autism awareness. We're human beings just like everybody else, and we don't need to be changed. Speaking of inaccurate representation in the media, anyone can immediately think of Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, even if they haven't seen that show. I don't think the guy from Rain Man is supposed to be a spot-on representation either. While most fictional characters aren't explicitly stated as being autistic, a lot of people like to headcanon some of them, especially if the show has an autistic creator. Could be the case with Rick Sanchez, especially considering Dan Harmon is autistic, but who knows? A lot of people headcanon Tina Belcher as autistic too. Then there's Lock and Key, where we have recurring character Rufus Whedon. Of course, he's never explicitly stated as autistic, but considering his actor, Kobe Bird, is, he just might be. I've heard quite a few things about a short film on Disney+, Loop, which I'm going to have to watch after I'm done with this video. The director went out of her way to cast a nonverbal autistic girl as a nonverbal autistic character. The key to autism acceptance and accurate representation in the media is not only the proper research, but also love, compassion, understanding, and listening. There are some common misconceptions about autism. The most common one is probably the notion that autistic people don't have empathy, emotions, or feelings. Yes, we do. We have all of those things, just not always the words or body language to express them. Another misconception is that autistic people don't have a sense of humor. I beg to differ on that one. Come on, you guys know me. I'm always out there cracking jokes, making sarcastic statements and stuff like that. And what the hell does You don't look autistic, even mean. There literally are not two people with autism who are exactly alike, because it shapes everyone differently. Hell, there's not two neurotypicals who are exactly alike either. Everyone is their own person. We can all discover ourselves too. For me, autism shapes a whole world filled with all sorts of fascinating things like nature, and especially pop culture, video games, music, comedy, movies, television, etc. Sometimes I get a unique view of my surroundings that others would have to go out of their way to discover. I'd say this channel best exemplifies all of that, making it a world in and of itself that all types of people would really enjoy immersing themselves in.